Hello, I'm going to do something different on the blog today, and as you well know, I'm usually just ranting and raving and venting my spleen about some issue that's worthy of my vociferation. I'm going to go ahead and spare you that today, although my excessive loquaciousness is still going to factor in somehow. This is in reference to this Saturday where I'll be performing at the Happy Valley Strawberry Festival. I will be performing as a magician, as a mountebank, as a rigger of the thimbles, as a charlatan, and an overall general con man, but only in the theatrical sense. I'm going to perform for you something called a Monte trick. This is something that is still legitimately, or better yet, illegitimately performed on the streets to this day. New York, San Francisco, Philadelphia. If you ever see anybody performing this, just stand back and watch, but do not even entertain the idea that you're going to figure out what they're doing. And if you do, there's a chance that they're going to figure out how to use a hammer on you and send you to the hospital, because these are kind of odd people, as well as am I, except this is theatrical. So this is something called a Monte effect, but it's also theoretically called by me how to get kicked out of Las Vegas. Take a look right here. 4 cards at my disposal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll show you. And I'm going to do this quickly, but for the construct, I want you to see that I've got 3 cards that are exactly alike. The reason why we're doing that is because I want you to not have to concentrate on values. I want you to keep an eye on this card and this card only, okay? So as I go to deal these 4 cards to the table, oh, I'm sorry, let me go ahead and illustrate. These are also come from a blue deck, but that only matters until the end of the effect. The idea is for me to take the ace and deal the ace to the table. And what I would theoretically do is take the other aces now and place them to the left or right of it, and then you would guess where this one is. I'd like to show you at the outset that you would lose, that already I would have control over this card in a way that you never expected. So let's do this again. We'll turn this face down. I will place the ace right here, and I'm going to make sure that we know this is where the ace is. I'm going to do something called a distraction move. I will take this paper clip and I will attach it to the card here. And what this does is it draws your attention away from here so that you don't see me switch cards here. By that I mean that this is already moved, but neither is this one is there or that. It's actually sitting right here with a paper clip attached to it. Okay? For the final phase, it would look like this. Person standing on the other side of the table would be guessing. Maybe I would give them a chance to guess where the ace is, and I'd say pick one of the 2 cards. 50-50 chances, not a bad deal generally, but we'll go ahead and say, I'll ask my camera operator, point to one if you would. This one here. Okay, now my job is to make her miss all the time, and I indeed have done it. So what we'll do is we will now make this what was originally known as the 3-card Monte effect. We will get rid of a card. I will take this completely out of the game. I am down to these 3 cards here, and this is how the deal looks classically on the street. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, most would say that the card is here, and I would tend to agree with you, so we'll go ahead and eliminate one of the 2 and take it out. Now I am down to 2. So I can take these 2 and switch them, and believe it or not, I've already managed to create a switch that you didn't expect. In fact, the switch is more atrocious than even you expected. It's actually sitting over here. Again, I said this is why you should always run from this game. I'd like to show you one more thing, and then my demonstration is over. Remember what I said. I said these came from a blue deck, and I was correct, but what I did not tell you is these come from what is called a marked deck. Now, a marked deck is a hard thing to tell because this is a very, very fancy back design. So the way that I would tell and show and prove to you that this comes from a marked deck is I would make sure that you knew that all 3 of these cards were exactly the same in design and function and parameters and measurements. And then I would show you that there was something possibly strange about the back of this one that might tend to throw it off just a little bit. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'd also like to have you notice that I only do this for demonstration purposes. Otherwise, I'd be in jail or something. See you Saturday if you live here. Thank you.